All right, today guys, we have an awesome iron review. This is a game improvement iron review. It's brand new. I'm super excited about it. And the reason we're talking about this is game improvement irons is probably the most popular category of all irons. So this is gonna be a product review for high handicaps. It's one of supposedly, I haven't hit it yet, but it's one of the best featured irons and one of the best priced irons.
Yeah. If it's not the #1 played category of irons,
it should be. Yes.
Yeah.
So we're talking about today, we have the brand new Cleveland XL Zip Cores. Now Cleveland doesn't get a lot of love, and I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Let's go. Oh, I think I stepped on the thing. Oh.
Dunk it. Dunk it.
Man. Remember guys, the best way to support our channel is if you're in the market for golf equipment. We have so many people where, I see this on my other channel, on our other store too that we run, on our barbecue store, is we educate so many people and we do feel like we help people learn what they need. If you appreciate that value, give us a stab at the business. We would love the first shot at getting the business because that helps support the channel and it's gonna allow us to keep making content like this and helps us keep making awesome videos.
Yeah, maybe they're not buying new clubs right now. What else can they do?
Subscribe, like, comment, support the channel, watch the videos.
Yeah. We have some awesome course vlogs coming up soon, so stay tuned for those.
Yep.
Awesome courses in the States and potentially around the world.
Yep.
So if somebody wanted to pick up a set of these Cleveland irons, where would they go?
They would come right here because they're in stock in Embers. Wow. Whether you're local or not, we can ship them to you. We are in the Westminster, Denver, Colorado Front Range area. So if you're local here, come check out our awesome new golf shop. We have TaylorMade, Strixon, Cobra, Mizuno.
Simple?
It's that simple. That's all you got to do. Or you can email us right here, golf@embersliving.com, or text us or call us right here. There's our phone number.
It's up there?
So that's how you do it.
Okay, so when we think about Cleveland and the conglomerate that is Cleveland, Strixon, all that, what is their problem? What are we seeing that they're doing wrong?
Okay, so Cleveland obviously I think was huge in the 90s and early 2000s.
Yeah, massive.
I used to rock a set of Cleveland TA6 irons.
They're still in your garage.
I still got them. It's my only round I've ever shot in the 70s with. And so they were bought out by Strixon, and Strixon really initially, in my opinion, they really acquired them for their wedges.
Yeah.
So their wedges get all of the love, and they haven't done a lot, in my opinion, with the Cleveland iron line and the driver line as good as they should have.
Sure.
They certainly have done a really bad job of marketing it.
Yeah.
But I think this year's different. They went all in with Cleveland. There's so much good technology in this, and if all this, when we test them, if this technology really holds up and adds a lot of value, this is the one iron brand that nobody's talking about that needs more love.
That everybody should be talking about.
Especially when we tell you the price.
Yeah. And everything it's supposed to do.
Yes. So, should we dive into some technology?
Let's dive some tech.
Okay.
Let's figure out what's going on.
Time to tech talk.
So when we dive into this company, everything that is about them, why is it important that we acknowledge Cleveland and where they sit?
Okay, so that's why we got to talk a little bit as we deep dive into technology here a little bit before we hit these. It's important to understand the relationship between Strixon and Cleveland. So you can see these guys are a big conglomerate now. So we got Strixon, Cleveland, Zexio, which is super lightweight clubs. We're going to get into that. Dunlop, and then Asics footwear, and then recently Nike as well. So they're a huge conglomerate. And the reason I want to get into that is the Strixon brand, if you haven't watched our reviews of that, really, really awesome technology. And it just, their whole thing does not get enough love in the United States.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal product.
I mean, guys just aren't reviewing it on the internet like they should be. They don't have enough influencers. They basically just got tour guys. But Strixon is really more the tour clubs, like the ZX5s, ZX7s. Those irons are phenomenal. But the reason I bring that up is you're gonna see sort of a blend of the Cleveland wedge technology and a blend of the Strixon iron technology morphed into one club called the Cleveland Zip Core XL. So essentially the Strixon irons are really for low to mid handicappers. They're not really designed for high handicap. Yeah, they're not designed for that.
Okay.
And so that's where this really comes in. So let's talk about technology, and then we're going to talk price, and then we're going to hit them and see if they really live up to the hype. All right, so the first bit of technology we want to talk about is these are going to be a hollow body mainframe club. So they have that mainframe, which I think adds stability a little bit. And the thing is that's what we see in the ZX4. So the ZX4 has almost this identical mainframe that's going on in it. So that's going to help with forgiveness a lot, that hollow body club design. Now here's what's awesome. So there we see a little bit of the Srixon love. Now we're going to get into the Cleveland love. So they have the zip core technology. So in our 8-iron and lower, we're going to have this proprietary material here, this vibration dampening material, which does two things. One, it's going to feel softer, right? And then also, it's going to be a lighter weight material than this just being solid steel.
And that's only in your scoring irons?
Yes, so that's going to help us to really gain club head speed, which if we're a beginner, that's what we need. So that's a huge piece of technology.
It's a huge part of feel for mishits.
Big head, which we're going to talk about when what the benefit of that is when we're standing over and hitting it. Now here's what's really cool. Now this I've never seen in an iron, and we're actually going to test this. Again, the Cleveland wedge technology. So it has the HydroZip coating on it, and we have a bucket of water over here, and we're actually going to put this to the test. Now this is a coating that goes on here. Anytime our clubs are wet or playing in damp conditions, we're essentially going to lose a lot of spin.
Yeah.
With this HydroZip technology, you still lose spin, but you don't lose nearly as much spin.
Yeah. Now
so
we've tested this with Cleveland, the wedges.
And it works.
It works.
It's real. I've never seen it in an iron before, ever. So that's super cool. And then this V-shaped sole, it's going to help with turf interaction. Now that's huge, and that's also, what is that? That's a Srixon iron.
Yeah, that's from a Srixon.
So again, we're seeing, to me, a blending of the two technologies, which is pretty awesome. And then lastly, we have a mass weight in the butt of the club. Now, when we put a heavier weight in the butt of the club, most amateurs really struggle kind of coming over the top, right? And so the weight in the back of the club, having more of a counterbalance shaft, is going to help us
swing through
more of an inside out club path.
Yeah.
So a lot of really, really cool features that are going to help make this club one of the best there is. Now quickly, just talking about it, this is a distance-based club. So when we test this, we're expecting a lot more yardage than we normally get. My 7-iron is 33 degrees, so is Tate's. We're at 29 degrees here. So strong lofted. So again, lightweight, hollow body, get the club ball in the air, strong lofted, give you some good distance. So
zip core, let it feel good.
But now here's the best part of all. I'm going to talk about this at the end. Most game improvement irons are usually around $1,000 for a set, right? You know, the Aerojets were $999, the Dark Speeds are $999, the Stealths were right around that $1,000 price point. Check this out. If I build a 5-through pitch, now most beginners don't need a 4-iron, right?
Yeah.
Or shouldn't.
Shouldn't be playing 4-iron.
They shouldn't be playing a 4-iron. $771. That's full price, 5-through pitching wedge. So you're saving $300, and it has technology in it that none of the other clubs have.
Yeah, so it has the potential to be better and cheaper.
But there's only one way to find out if it's better.
Yeah, got to hit it.
We got to hit it. Let's get going.
Okay, Trev, so you got the pitching wedge in hand. In an ideal scenario, what are you hoping for? If you've just read everything, what do you like to see?
Now I have the scoring iron, so that dampening effect in here should work. So I want it to feel soft. Now the problem is most game improvement irons feel to me, you know, these casted clubs feel super clicky.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for a soft, more subtle feel that's not overly clicky and a good sound. And standing over it is definitely bigger. It's a bigger club head. Top line doesn't look awful, but
so when we heard that phrase, the XL club, that's what you're referring to?
Yes, but we need that. If we're a beginner, we need a wider club head because we're going to be missing it all over the face. So
just
the bigger the head is,
yes,
makes the sweet spot bigger.
All right.
So let's hit a few. Now again, they're stronger lofted. At altitude, I'm expecting my 9-iron here at a mile high.
Well, that's a pitching wedge.
Yeah, pitching wedge. I'm expecting my pitching wedge to go 150. So, you know, at sea level, probably 135 or so. But here, let's just see what she does. Oh, got in the air. Not a great hit. Pretty bad hit. All right, I'm gonna stop hitting that real quick because Chris, I want you to check this out. I just want to show the folks at home how forgiving that was. So I still got way in the air, okay? So that's the kind of launch, it's a little low, but that's the launch angle I want, or the descent angle I want, sorry. It still went 142 yards, so just a little bit short, but look at this. That's where I hit it. So that's the kind of stuff we're talking about for amateurs. How forgiving is this club gonna feel? And it felt soft. It didn't feel like that bad of a miss hit. Let's try another one. Oh, that felt wonderful. Okay, I didn't have to say it like that. What am I, a weirdo?
Yeah, that was weird.
Was it a little weird? See, but that's a little, now that I hit centered one, 162 yards, so they definitely go far.
Yeah. Okay, so you're a couple shots in now. Something that's coming to my mind is we're used to that forged feeling that we have in Strixon. Now, this is obviously a cast club, but since it has that zip core, does it have more of that forged softness to it?
It is, I've hit 3 shots only, but it is by far the best feeling game improvement iron I've ever hit.
Really? So you'd compare it more to that forged feeling?
I mean, easy.
Oh, sorry.
Easy.
Sorry.
But it feels really good.
It sounds good.
They're going about 10 to 15 yards further than my set.
So it's going almost to your 9 iron.
It's playing like my 9 iron, but
Yeah.
that's because of the strong loft.
Sure.
But man, it's getting in the air.
Yeah, it is.
Sometimes when a club is too de-lofted, we get stingers.
Yeah.
If you're a better player, that's not the case. The ball is getting in the air. I'm gonna tell you why the price of these is so important at the end too. And we still gotta do our water test. Oh, that's a fatty. Let's see what happens with the real fat one.
Well, you landed 7 inches off the straight line, and it went 155. So maybe
I
you should
like
go
it.
in the bag.
You give it a go.
Yeah.
How'd it feel to you?
It feels really soft. That was thin.
Got in the air.
It feels really soft. Normally, like Trevor was saying, with a game improvement iron, you have like this clicky sound, but
There's
even
no
more
click
so
to
a
it.
click feel.
Do you feel that?
I'm not getting any of it.
No.
Yanked it a little bit. Watch where I struck the ball at.
Was it terrible?
It was so bad.
Yeah, it's 40 degrees. I mean, it got in the air.
It
high
got
launch
in the
angle.
air, but watch where this hit the club.
Oh yeah, look at that toe. Oh my. These obviously aren't fitted to us.
No.
They're just straight out of the box. So obviously we could even dial them in better with a fitting. But most of the time with game improvement irons, you are buying them out of the box. You're not really buying them for a fitting.
No. All right, well, I think I've seen what I need to see.
Okay.
170-yard pitching wedge, a little strong. But
So let's see what we are averaging in spin. So we're averaging dry
67-10.
about 67.10, and that includes some pretty bad mishits. So let's call it 7,000 RPM backspin.
Yeah.
Okay, get in here.
Now this
Chris.
is super, super high tech, this test that we're doing. So Chris, make sure you see how high tech we're applying this water onto Trevor's club.
There we go. There's our high tech.
Nice little gong.
Okay, this club is soaking wet.
That might be your best strike yet.
It is the highest spin yet, too.
Is it?
8,500. I actually flushed it though.
Yeah.
It was
Hit a
flush.
few more.
Oh man, you can just see the water peeling off of it. I wonder if that's why. Do you see that? It's like the club's like 3/4 of the way dry already.
It's like almost like when water hits wax or something.
Yeah, it's dry.
Well, it's not picking it up there, bro.
It's dry except in the actual grooves. Oh, another just fantastic stripe. Just centered it.
Oh yeah, you landed on the line.
Water hit my head a little bit. My spin has gone up. 86, you try a few.
Okay.
Let's see, you were spinning it a little less, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you were about in the 65s.
Yeah.
Watch it. Watch it like dissipate off of there. See that? Like just for fun, just take this Mizuno club. See, it kind of more sits on there. See that? I mean, it still falls off a little bit, but it's definitely rolling off there more, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I stepped on the thing. That's my
struck
fault.
it pure.
That's my fault. Yep, I unplugged it. Oh, you pulled it.
I don't understand the technology of it. I understand what they're telling me. I don't know how they do it other than they tell us it's the hydro zip, but it works. It works now. We've seen it work in the wedges and it works in the irons.
All right, should we try the 7-iron?
Okay, so we saw that it worked in the pitching wedge. Let's see what numbers we kind of get with the 7-iron. Again, this 7-iron is 29 degrees, so it's stronger lofted. Let's give her a rip.
Yeah, obviously the pitching wedge, being a low lofted club, doesn't concern me being strong lofted. But as we get into the higher irons, this is where some of these strong lofted clubs you can really start to lose loft. Almost too much. 7-iron feels a little more clicky, but not bad.
No. What you expect, because now you don't have the zip core.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The zip core's gone.
But it's still getting in the air.
Yeah.
Man, for a 29 degree, it's got a really good descent angle.
Almost 40 degree descent
40
angle.
degrees at a 29 degree iron means there's technology in here to get the ball in the air.
Yeah, so even though you're lacking a little bit of spin, it's coming down pretty steep.
Oh, mama.
Dunk it. Dunk it.
Oh, that's a terrible, terrible toe shot. I mean, almost off of the club face.
How you like
Look at
to
this.
see one of those, though? 180 yards.
108, let's see where I hit it on the toe. I mean, it's off the grooves. Still got in the air
37 degree descent angle on a low toe.
and still went 180 yards. Wow. Wowee. You
Wow.
give it a go.
I don't think I need to hit a ton with this, just a couple.
Just throw a few out there, see what happens. Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, that was fat and high on the face.
Look at it though. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you, 195 yards. I missed the green left. I'm in a left side bunker.
Let's see where you hit that.
It's high on the face, dead center, but high.
Oh, that's about perfect spot. It
Not
sounded,
that high. I just hit the ground like an
it
inch or two
sounded
behind
a
the
little
ball.
fat. Give me another one. A little heavy again, huh?
No, that one was good.
Was it?
Yeah. Yeah, that one was good. That one's gonna go 220.
Yeah, pulling it left. It definitely, in the 7-iron, is getting a little click-ish.
Yeah.
Not bad though.
Should I dip it once?
Sure.
Okay, so we had 3,800 spin.
Your spin's way low on that club though.
Yeah, but my descent angle is good. It's almost 40. 4,600.
Wow. It works. All right, let's try the 5-iron. How far do you think we're gonna be able to hit this 5-iron?
Probably 240 when you center strike it. Obviously, it's a 5-iron, so it's still not going to be crazy easy to hit, but
It's a 23 degree 5-iron. That's what my 4-iron is in my bag.
yeah.
42 degree descent angle. Like it's getting in the air.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna stop on the green because it's high enough in the air. That's crazy. Oh, thin. Thin. Man.
All right, we're going to have another Rocky quote here. Hit the one in the middle. So now you missed right, you missed left.
Hit the one in the middle.
Hit the one in the middle.
I see 3 of them, Mick.
Hit the one in the middle.
No, Paulie says it.
Paulie says hit Mick. He's talking to Mick. Paulie is the one that comes up with the genius there.
Nope. Nope.
No, that was a good one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Just kidding, I don't know. A little heavy.
Hit it low. The scoring irons that have the zip core don't have the click.
No. And you can get it down to a gap wedge. So you could do 8-9 pitch gap. 4 of your clubs could have that zip core technology in them.
Which is huge because that's probably my biggest dislike with game improvement clubs.
Those are the clubs you're going to be using the most.
Yeah.
So we're not going to look at a lot of data because we smash these because they're way too strong lofted for us. Yeah. We swing too fast for them. But we do want to pay attention to one thing. Like I said, sometimes when a club is too strong lofted, you're getting these laser beams, which doesn't help the ball stop on the green.
Yeah.
But check this out. Pitching wedge, 44-degree descent angle. Coming in at a 45-degree angle, that's stopping on the green.
Yeah.
7-iron, 35. Still, that's a little low, but I had a couple. You skewed that Tate with some of your low.
Yeah, let's do this.
Screamers. So 7-iron, almost 40 degrees.
Stopping on the green.
Stopping on the green. 5-iron, almost 30 degrees for a 23 degree 5-iron.
So that's a 4-iron for most players.
That's crazy that it's getting that much loft. So the technology works. So let's go through it. Let's do our final thoughts and give you our conclusion.
Okay, so now let's go through the technology that's listed here on the site that we went through at the beginning, and let's check off whether or not it was real and if it did its job.
Okay.
So what do we start with?
Mainframe, the hollow body club that's very forgiving.
Did you see this and did this achieve what it's supposed to?
Check.
Perfect. I love it. I agree. It definitely did. Okay, zip core. So that technology that we see in the scoring irons, we hit it on the pitching wedge. Did you see a difference?
Not only did it work, it's probably my favorite piece of technology in these clubs.
Yeah, because once we hit the 7 and the 5-iron, the click returned.
Yes. Those, with the zip core, it felt like a forged club.
Yeah. Well, more like a forged club. Easy. Yeah, pump that brake, mama. Okay, the XL head design. Did you see that the head was big?
Yes, it is large. But I had a couple toe shots way out on the toe, and they still got in the air.
Check. Okay. Now, another key one that we've never seen in an iron set before, especially with Cleveland or Strixon, the Hydro Zip. So the Hydro Zip, again, is supposed to keep your spin rates up when you're playing in wet conditions, so the morning dew, rain, it's just a wet part of the world when the ground's always wet. Did we see that work?
Check.
In fact,
I will say, it's probably out of all the technologies, it's the least important.
Right.
But it did work.
And it helps.
V-shaped sole design, we wouldn't know that until we're out on the course, but playing Strixon ourselves, does the V-shaped sole design work with turf interaction?
It does. And you're talking to a guy that takes huge divots.
It works. Huge bonus. The mass CB, we didn't notice that a lot. We're not super over the top. Tate is sometimes.
Yeah.
So we would need to get a little more feel with that, but it probably works.
Yeah.
So all of this technology adds a lot of value, and it's not technology that you see in game improvement
So let
irons.
me just make sure I'm understanding this correctly. You get everything that we just talked about, and you get all those irons for less than $800?
Yeah, that's the best part. $771 full list. Now here's why that's so crucial.
Jeepers, that is a great deal.
This is why budget in this category, why budget is so important. 2 reasons when we're buying these clubs.
Do a couple more lines. Yeah, there you go.
Number 1, you're probably not that serious of a golfer and you're doing it just for fun.
Yeah.
And so you just want clubs that are going to work when you're out as a weekend warrior.
Or it's your first set and you just need them for 3 to 4 seasons.
Exactly, that was my second point. Or it's a starter set and you're going to work yourself into better clubs, which means you aren't going to keep them that long.
Yeah. Sorry,
which means we don't want to spend over $1,000 plus on irons that 1, you're not going to keep very long, or 2, you're not that serious at golf.
Sure.
So that 770 is huge, and this is what I was talking about. It's a brand that nobody talks about, and in my opinion, we haven't hit them all. We still have to hit the QI10s. We still have to hit the Paradigms. We still have the dark speeds here, which we have to test, the Cobra dark speeds. However, for the value, I think we're going to be very, very, very hard pressed to beat these clubs.
So they have the value, check, and they have the performance, check. That was a lot of work for that. for me just to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if it added a lot to the video, but
Yeah.
Now, real quick, what if you had to say one thing that impressed you the most about these clubs? What was the number one most impressive?
My
thing?
favorite thing was the zip core. In the scoring irons, that's what I dislike the most when we review these entry level clubs, these most forgiving clubs, is that click. I can't get over it. And the zip core solved that problem. It sounded better and felt better.
For me, what was most impressive is that the ball got in the air.
Yeah.
It did a really good job of getting in the air.
Are not good at.
No. If you guys enjoyed this review, or if you're interested in a set of Clevelands, even if you're local or not, give us a call, email us. We can definitely hook you up with a set. Take care of you guys. But if you're a newbie, or you are looking for a beginner set and you want to get serious about golf, but you're not ready for like a better player's iron, definitely consider Cleveland. You're not going to find a game improvement set for under $800. You're just not.
Yeah.
So, and the value that they add with the technology is, honestly, when we got these, I was not that excited about them. But now that we just finished this review, I'm very excited about them.
And
my whole opinion changed.
Yeah. What else can people viewing do to help out our channel?
Subscribe, like, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, buy equipment from us.
Give us a shot at it at least.
Yeah.
You know you're going to buy it. Give us a chance.
Yeah. It helps support the channel and allows us to keep making more videos like this.
Yep.
We'll see you guys next time.
Stay tuned for more.